what is the greatest need of your business? If you ask people, a lot of us, we will say that the greatest need of our business is money. If only my uncle have helped me. If only the next person have been able to trust me with some good amount of money. You say, okay, I've listened to you. Can you go on to the next thing that you need? If only government can create the enabling environment, my business will thrive very well. It is these bad government policies that is hindering us. Multiple taxation. You say, okay, well, I've heard you. What is the next thing? If only infrastructure could be in place, I will now have reduced costs of running my generator, or I don't have to even have a generator like they have abroad. These things are good, but our natural disposition is to focus on things, issues outside our control. But what it does is that focusing on these issues outside our control leave us powerless. But from what you have heard, we are not that powerless. We have so much to deploy inside of us. It is this tendency that is the cause of the despair we have in various businesses, we have in various companies, and we appear to be so powerless that we can't. But as the theme of this summit says, dare to be different, and you'll be able to see that they are not as powerless as you feel. And interestingly enough, these challenges are being faced by businesses outside the country. I came back on Saturday from the annual global investment meeting in Dubai. And one gentleman gave us a story that his business in South Africa, electronics, he was boggled 11 times in 1 year. And he had to face that level of challenge. I pinched myself. I said, how I wish that you could be here to speak to some people who are facing challenges, boggled 11 times. It's a global phenomenon that the external challenges are bound to be there. Now, but what is more important for us to look at is that these challenges may be there, but the more intrinsic challenge is the one that you have control over, and that is the trust factor in business. The trust factor. That is what have distinguished businesses in spite of the different environments in which we operate. A customer's decision to patronize you is totally dependent on the trust factor. In the 70s and 80s, we know that Onisha traders were getting line of credit. They were getting goods from Asia, and they will give them, sell, and send back the money to us. But today, that line of credit has closed because of the trust factor that was breached. And that breach of trust, sometimes some of the people will send pictures that they are dead after selling the goods to their contemporaries, to their trading partners in Asia. And that trust factor led to their losing a lot of businesses and turnover and being forced to open LCs, letters of credit, and other lines of credit. Now, gaining trust is a mixture of a lot of components that make the customer believe in you and your brand. The word believe is very critical. It boils down to whether the customer believes in three critical areas. One, your product or service matches his or her expectations. That is, it will meet the intended need in the life of the person. The second issue is that you have his or her best interest at heart and not to use them as a means of acquiring wealth. And the third issue is that you will do what you said you will do. Your word will be your bond as a business. So the trust factor becomes the most important area of need in the life of any business. Not money, not business environment. They are important. And thus, the critical thing is that the inside element is more important, as we have had in the first paper on our personal brand. The realization of the value of trust has led to the era of packaging. A lot of people now package themselves, package their businesses. And the result of it is that you will now make order on Jumai, and what you get is different from the packaging. Packaging may open the door for you, but it is the trust factor that will keep the door open sustainably for your business.
Copen Group, building lives and structures.